Hi, my name is Avery, and I love books, movies, and TV shows. Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be telling y'all all about all of the TV shows and movies that I have read this month. I have never done this video before, but I thought it would be really cool because I do watch a lot of TV shows and movies, so why not throw this type of video in with all of my other ones. So here we go. One of the movies that I watched this month was Prince of Egypt, and I love this movie so much. It was a rewatch for me. I've already watched it. I loved it as a kid. I used to watch it over and over and over again, and I just recently saw it on Netflix, and I was like, why not watch it again one night? So basically, if you do not know what the premise is for Prince of Egypt, it's basically the story of Moses from the book of Exodus in the Bible, and it tells Moses' story, how he's also the Prince of Egypt. I loved it. Rewatched it all the time as a kid, and yes, I give it an A+. The next thing that I watched this month was actually a full-length TV show. I watched all of Switched at Birth on Netflix this month. It maybe took me 2 weeks. I was obsessed with it. If you did not know what Switched at Birth is about, it's basically these two girls find out that they have been switched at birth, and one of them is actually deaf, and it's their story trying to reconnect with these people that they've never met before, who are actually their birth family, and it's an amazing TV show. I love it. There are certain episodes where I was like, okay, you'd have to deal with this kind of drama, too dramatic, but all TV shows are like that, and I thoroughly enjoy the TV show, and I give it an A-. The next TV show that I watched this month is, of course, Game of Thrones. I watched up until the finale, which wrecked me. Oh my god. Not gonna go into detail, because Game of Thrones, everyone knows what Game of Thrones is, and I can't talk about the finale. No, it's too much. Oh yeah, and of course Game of Thrones, A+++++++. Next thing I watched was, I watched some of the first season of Beauty and the Beast on Netflix, the TV show, not the movie. There's a TV show called Beauty and the Beast, and basically it's about this girl who's a detective who witnesses her mother dying, and that night she's about to get killed, but then this creature saves her, and she tries to find out who this creature is all the rest of her life. And it was really good at the beginning, but as it went along, it just got too convenient, and I hate when couples I like get into stupid big fights that have nothing to do with what's going on, and that's what happened a lot in this TV show. I just couldn't see it anymore, so I quit with 6 episodes to spare. I may go back and rewatch it. I don't know, very doubtful, but yeah, I give this TV show a C+. The next movie that I watched this month was Anastasia. So I love Anastasia. I have been watching it ever since I was a kid, and really want to go see the Broadway musical, but I have no money to go to New York to see the Broadway musical. It's my lifetime goal right now is just to go to New York to see that musical. But I can't. So I watched it with my best friend. So when we watched this, she was gonna leave for college in a couple of days, and we decided that before she leaves for college, she has to watch a few old cartoon movies that she's never watched before, like Anastasia, the Swan Princess, not the Barbie version. And she's never seen The Princess and the Frog either. She still hasn't seen it. We only got to watch Anastasia. But of course, if you don't know what Anastasia is, basically it's about the lost princess of Russia. That's all I can say. And it's a classic, and everyone should go out and watch it. Yeah, of course, this movie is an A+ by far, yes. The next TV show that I watched this month was The Great British Baking Show. I love this show. I would watch it every time I would eat a meal at my house before I moved in my dorm room. Oh, it just got me so hungry all the time. I would be eating my dinner or whatever, and they would be making these big ass cakes. I'm like, I I just want to go out there and buy a cake. But I can't. No one that I know of makes a pre-made gluten-free cake at the store. Like, can that just happen, please? I need that in my life. But anyway, this TV show is basically like a baking competition in Britain, and it's really, really good. I fully recommend it. The show is an A for me. I loved it a lot. It made me so hungry all the time. The next movie that I watched this month was The Addams Family, and this is another rewatch for me. I have watched a lot of movies this month, and my high school that I just recently graduated from is actually putting on the Addams Family musical, so I wanted to refresh my brain as to what the movie was about because I haven't seen it since I was a little kid. So I rewatched it. I give the Addams Family like an A. I give it an A. Okay, the next TV show that I watched was Bones, and I've watched Bones before, and I love Bones, one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I rewatched it because I just recently got the Fox Now app where you can watch the latest seasons of some of the Fox TV shows, and season 12, 13. The latest season isn't on Netflix yet, but it is on the Fox Now app. So I had to refresh my memory as to what was going on in Bones. So I watched some episodes on Netflix. I watched the full last season that's on Netflix, and then I've started watching the latest season that's on Fox Now. And like the last season that's on Netflix left me on such a cliffhanger. I was so mad. I was like, where is this new season? And I couldn't find it anywhere, and now it's out, and I still need to finish it. I haven't finished it yet, but of course Bones is an A+. I love that show so much. Oh, and if you didn't know what this TV show is about, it's basically about a forensic anthropologist, and she helps solve crimes, and it's really good. It is very gory at some times. There's rotting flesh and bones, so fair warning for those who don't sit well with that stuff. And the last full TV show that I watched this month was The Tutors. And I first started watching this show in July, but I finished it in August, so I love this TV show. There are episodes that get very boring, and I had to skip some parts just because some of them got too repetitive. So I give this show like an A-. Plus, there were a lot of naked scenes in there, and I wasn't a big fan of that, so yeah, deducted some points from that too. But this gives a very good representation as to what actually happens in real life in Henry VIII's lifespan, and this is basically a TV show about Henry VIII and all 6 of his wives and what they came to be and all this stuff. And I love English history. That's probably the only history lesson that I was ever taught in high school that I actually enjoyed, was learning about Henry VIII and Queen Victoria and Elizabeth and all of them. I love British history. Everything else, no. So I loved this show. I could not put it down. I believe it's maybe 5, 6, 7 seasons. I don't remember. And I maybe finished it within 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks. It's so addictive. Once you get into it, you can't stop. All the drama and all the stuff, because a bunch of this stuff actually happened in Henry VIII's life. Like, I can't go into it, but I actually got so invested into the story that once the TV show was done, I was like, I need more, but I don't have any more. So I looked up a bunch of Henry VIII documentaries and documentaries about his wife, and I watched all of those, and I don't even remember the names of them. I just searched it on YouTube. And I looked up some articles about them too, and turns out a bunch of the stuff that is in the TV show is correct, accurate according to historians, but there are obviously some parts of the TV show that didn't happen in real life. I know there's a bunch, but it surprised me of how accurate it actually is. There are a bunch of, they even pull quotes from history that I didn't even know about, and I know quite a bunch about Henry VIII. So I thought this was very enlightening. I got a giant history lesson through this TV show, but it was very enjoyable. I would rewatch it if I could. I totally would. So I give this show an A-. So that is it for this video. Let me know down below if you want to see more of these videos. I liked making it. I liked going over all of the TV shows and movies that I watched this month. It was very, very fun. I am a big Netflix watcher, so I spend a lot of time on Netflix. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you later with a new video. Bye! Whoa, stop shaking. Stay still.